So spreads. Now you may see the chart and it looks something like this, right? Now the spread is actually the difference between the bid price, this is the bid, and then there's an ask price. And this is how the liquidity providers make money, is the difference between the two. When you're trading on a brokerage, that's going to be their commission. They can add a markup on top of that if they so choose. The reason why we still have these at Maven is to simulate market conditions that are actually realistic, despite not being on live markets. So if you are in a long, for example, and you have a entry right down here, this is your limit order, okay? This ask price needs to hit the limit order and not the bid, because it's the furthest away from the two. So if this comes down here, you might say, why did I not get filled? Is because the ask is actually here, and that's where you're gonna get filled. It's gonna have to go past, okay? Now that also becomes a question is, what if I have a stop down here? Well, the closest of the two is actually going to hit it. So if you actually happen to come down here, that's gonna trigger your stop. The opposite is true for the other way around. So if we have a limit sell here, we will need to hit the ask or the bid. So this would not get filled, but this would. So you may be asking yourselves, okay, so why during market rollover, if normally, let's say on the New York session, the spreads are like this, okay? They're very, very tight. Well, that's all well and great because there's a lot of trading volume going on in the market, but the spreads might change from time to time and be wider. Well, that's due to the liquidity because it is the difference between the ask and the bid. So if there are no orders from here to here, that's the difference between the ask and the bid. But as more liquidity comes into the market, this will shrink and you will have a tighter spread. This is why generally you're going to want to trade the right pairs during the right sessions. For example, Euro goes well with London, US dollar goes well with the US markets, the yen goes well with the Japanese markets, because there's more trading volume in those markets at that time.